The CPU and GPU are the two most important components when it comes to gaming in terms of performance. So if you want the best performance for 1440p resolution on high to ultra settings, and you want a CPU and GPU that will not bottleneck, will give you a smooth experience with no stutters, this video is going to be for you. I will show you the best CPU and GPU combos for 1440p high to ultra settings for different budgets, and I will also explain to you the level of performance that you will get on average. That way you know the level of performance that you are getting when buying one of these combos, especially if you're a beginner to PCs and you don't understand anything. The links to all of these combos will be down below in the video description. With that being said, let's start. With the first CPU and GPU combo, we have a $700 combo, and let me tell you, this one is more than enough to play at 1440p high to ultra settings, because here you get the Ryzen 5 7600, which is a great AM5 CPU, combined with the RX 7800 XT. That's going to give you amazing 1440p gaming performance. In one of the latest benchmarks from TechSpot, on a 12-frame average at 1440p high to ultra settings, and we are talking about high demanding titles here, such as The Last of Us Part 1, Alan Wake 2, Starfield, and these type of high demanding games, the RX 7800 XT was able to average 93 FPS, which is a very high number considering the image quality and type of games that were tested. With this combo, you can expect over 200 plus FPS on average in games like Valorant and CS2, and if Fortnite is your favorite game, I recommend you the next combo, which is a bit more expensive at $818, so $100 more than the last one, and here you get the same CPU, the Ryzen 5 7600, but you get the RTX 4070 Super. The RTX 4070 Super is a faster GPU than the 7800 XT when it comes to 1440p resolution. In fact, on that same 12-game average I've mentioned before, the 4070 Super is able to average 105 FPS, so about 12 FPS more than the 7800 XT on average. Not only you are getting better performance, but as I said before, if Fortnite is your favorite title, Nvidia GPUs work better and they are more stable. On top of that, you get Nvidia technologies that in my opinion are interesting, such as the LSS, which is the best upscaler in my opinion, a better image quality than FSR from AMD. You also get a better level of ray tracing if you care about that, and Nvidia GPUs are usually better when it comes to photo and video editing. Taking all of that into consideration, the only con that you have with the 4070 Super is that you get 12 gigs of VRAM, where you get 16 gigs of VRAM if you go with the 7800 XT, but in my opinion 12 gigs of VRAM is enough for 1440p resolution. However, if you are thinking of playing at 4K down the line, you may consider getting the 7800 XT, especially if you don't care about ray tracing and you just care about rasterized performance. But in my opinion, the 4070 Super is worth the buy over the 7800 XT, even though it's a bit more expensive. With the next combo, we have a more expensive one for $1,115 with the Ryzen 7 7700 alongside the RTX 4070 Ti Super. The RTX 4070 Ti Super is about 15% faster than the 4070 Super, and on a 12-game average from Hardware Unboxed, the 4070 Super was able to average 124 FPS, where the 4070 Super around 108 FPS. You get 16 gigs of VRAM here, which is enough for 1440p and even 4K resolution, and also in my opinion 16 gigs of VRAM is going to be ideal if you want to play future AAA titles with ray tracing on at 1440p resolution. So to be honest, in my opinion this is the best combo that you can get for 1440p gaming right now if you care about ray tracing, the LSS, and all of the Nvidia technologies. For about $75 less, you can get the RX 7900 XT, which is slightly faster than the 4070 Ti Super in terms of rasterized performance, but once again you don't have the LSS, you have a worse level of ray tracing performance. So in my opinion, once again, I recommend you getting the Nvidia GPU because of the features that you get. But if you see the RX 7900 XT at $650, I think it's a no-brainer and the 7900 XT would be the better option. But for a $75 difference, if I was getting one of the two, I would get the 4070 Ti Super because of the technologies that Nvidia has, especially because I'm a content creator. But that's something to keep in mind, because if you do not care about anything else other than native resolution, the 7900 XT is also worth considering. And then if you want the best combo for 1440p resolution, we have the same RTX 4070 Ti Super, but this time with the Ryzen 7 7800 X3D. This is the fastest CPU in the market when it comes to gaming, and if you're going to play high demanding games at 1440p Ultra, where the CPU does not matter as much, you're not going to see the difference. But if you're going to play games like Fortnite, Valorant, these type type of shooters on low settings, or if you're going to play simulators like Flight Simulator or Cities Skylines where the CPU matters more, then the 7800X 3D is going to make a difference, and the total price if you make this upgrade is going to be $1,188, which I do recommend you making the upgrade if those games are your favorite. But if you're just going to play 1440p ultra settings on high demanding titles, or if you want to play at 4K resolution, I don't think it would make that big of a difference. I want to clarify though that no matter the CPU and GPU combo that you get on this video, you are going to get an amazing 1440p performance on high to ultra settings, even if it's the cheapest one on this list, because of how powerful these combos are. It all depends on your budget and your favorite titles, and also the FPS target that you have for your favorite games. However, you have to keep in mind that the CPU and GPU are really important, and these are the two most important components in terms of gaming performance, but you do not want to bottleneck other parts of your system, such as the power supply, CPU cooler, and other parts. So I highly recommend you watching my video on the best complete PC builds with no bottlenecks for 2024. You will have that one in the top right of the screen, and there you have a PC for every budget and every resolution with no bottlenecks, and it's going to be ideal if you're thinking of buying a complete PC build. Thank you guys for watching, thank you for the support, and I will see you on the next one.